Hello, you're watching The Market Bull. I'm Rebecca Marsh, and today I'm joined by George Bauk, the Executive Chairman at Thunderbird Resources. George, just tell us what's been happening on the project front at Rockvale.
Yeah, look, it feels like a long time, but since we've announced the acquisition of Rockvale, we've been going through all of the detailed historical numbers to really compile a very detailed picture of our 500 square kilometres, working on some access agreements to get on the ground. So we're looking forward to being ready to have boots on the ground in the new year.
So China has only last week announced a ban on exporting antimony. Just talk to this.
Yeah, look, there's been a lot of talk for about the last 3-4 months about where antimony sits on the critical minerals and the export bans, and that came out very strong last week from China. Prices responded, and the spotlight really is on antimony. Given how much of it is exported out of China, it's really now up to the rest of the world to step up and start having our own supply of antimony to the world.
So there's been a lot of activity around you. Just give us an update on what's been happening.
It just happened to be parallel with those bans that came out last week, but we saw Lavroto, which is our neighbour, raise $30 million last week. We saw Trig Mining raise just over $5 million. So you're seeing a lot of eyes in the area, and that relates specifically to around the Hillgrove project that Lavroto owns. So a lot of money's coming into the market for these assets, and there's a lot of development happening around us. So exciting times.
And George, you mentioned some news flow to round out the uranium portfolio. What can we expect?
Yeah, so look, a lot of people obviously realising our transformational acquisition that happened only a number of weeks ago. And so we will be putting out some news flow to do with the work that we have done in 2024. It might confuse a few shareholders, but what we want to show is the results out of our Surprise Creek project. So the airborne work that's been done on the copper and the uranium, and then we've got the wrap-up work out of Hidden Bay. So, that's important. They're our assets. We want to make sure that people understand that we will round that out. But, our focus in 2025 will be on our Rockvale project.
George, we wish Thunderbird Resources all the best for the new year, and we can't wait to hear more news soon.
No worries. Thanks, Rebecca.